And, well, I looked her right in the face and I was like, look, there are two types of people in this world, you know? People who watch and love the Fast and the Furious movies, and people that can tie their own shoes. I need to know which side of the, fence you're on. Well, you can imagine the coconut oil definitely went out the window after that one. Hello? Hello? Hey, were you asleep? Oh, good grief. Thanks a lot. You're supposed to be my sounding board here. More like a chopping block. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Apologies for my beard. I'm only apparently allowed one good beard day per year. It's a little, but I got to get points for my Carrie t-shirt. Yeah, but I am not here to speak about Carrie today, unfortunately. I'm here to talk about a very popular horror subgenre, the zombies. What's your favorite zombie there, Font Phantom? That's not nice. Seriously, anybody else? Okay, I'll give you that one. But zombies never really have been a really high up on my favorite list. I like a good zombie movie, and let's get the obvious one out of the way. George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, an iconic classic, relevant, ingenious, innovative. I mean, it's just a perfect cinematic horror masterpiece. But thanks to the explosion of popularity, mainly due to the Walking Dead show and the comics, the zombies have really been everywhere. And again, that's contributed to my kind of disinterest in the genre. I blame that on oversaturation. I mean, I believe that's a thing, and definitely the zombie genre, you got to admit, has been everywhere. And of course, I can sit here and talk about Shaun of the Dead, which I love, a classic. Um, I can talk about all the safe choices like Shaun of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, and those have been talked about to death. But I do have some favorite zombie movies that kind of are maybe not talked about as much. I'd like to discuss them today. Is that okay with you? Great. So anyway, we're going to start off in the 80s with this little gem. It's called Dead and Buried from 1981. Look at that holographics foil cover. It's a holograph. Oh man, it's like a 90s comic book. Oh, it's so magical. Anyway, this one is a little bit different. Um, it I technically classify it as a zombie movie, but it's kind of got a ghoulish conspiracy behind it. It's definitely different. It's odd. You have to invest in it. The performances are really great, over the top, zany. I'm not going to give too much away, but if you like something different, a little bit off the beaten path, and you're kind of like I am, kind of tired of The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. No disrespect. A little burnout though, but hey, this is a classic, and it's from the 80s. 80s zombie movies. Cool. This one, The Girl with All the Gifts, really snuck up on me. I didn't know what it was when I think I saw it on Netflix originally. It's wild. It's really heavily steeped in the military conspiracy kind of that kind of zombie, but it's got a great apocalyptic feel to it, plus an unexpected ending which really blew my mind. I'm not into spoilers on this channel, so I'm not going to give it away. If you want to check it out, check it out. Some really, really good performances. And is that Glenn Close? Holy cow. It is Glenn Close. I forgot she was in this. Glenn Close is in it. Hey. Gemma Arterton. That was honestly probably the original reason I tuned into it. She's amazing as she is in everything. She's just a goddess. This kid, I think her name is definitely Sinia Nanua. I probably butchered that. Sinia Nanua. But wow, what a debut film, and what an incredible performance by this kid. She stole the show. And just look this up and track it down, The Girl with All the Gifts. Not your traditional zombie movie, but neither am I a traditional horror movie, obsessed fan. I like the traditional stuff. I love the classic stuff, but I also like occasionally diverting off the, well-worn beaten path. And that brings us to Dead Snow. Look! Blockbuster! Remember the days of the video stores? What's your favorite video store memory? Comment down below, please. Always also just thank you for the feedback and thank you for the views. And I love the comments. I love responding. I've tried to respond to every single. I think I have it perfectly. Have responded to every comment I've gotten personally. So thank you again for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time. But Dead Snow. Nazi zombies. That's all I can say about that. Wow. Crazy. It's fun, pretty gory, brutal, violent, but a a good zombie movie probably should be. How you gonna have a zombie? I don't think a PG zombie movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. Has there ever been a PG zombie movie? I don't think so. But Dead Snow, it also got a sequel, which I'm still trying to track down. It's a little on the pricey side, so it's a hit or miss with that, but I definitely want to see it due to the strength of this. Great stuff. A lot of innovative, and I actually invested as to who lives and who dies in this movie. And that's, if you can win me over with that, cool. This one's kind of a safe, and I don't like safe choices. I've talked about that before. I don't like, what's your favorite horror movie? Oh, John Carpenter's The Thing. But again, I can't say too much because mine's The Exorcist. But when you come to zombie movies, this one has been recently really talked about a lot, and that's Pontypool. It's definitely weird. I guarantee it's not like any zombie movie you've really seen. The majority of the movie, I think, maybe all the movie is filmed in one central location, which is a radio station. DJ, it's told from the point of view of the DJ as he is experiencing the zombie apocalypse going on the outside of the radio station all around the world. So, but the thing that sets Pontypool apart is like the cause of the outbreak. I don't know how much I can tell you without spoiling, but it's definitely different. It's not like, your traditional government experiment gone wrong, or a meteorite, even a comet passing by Earth causes the dead to rise. It's definitely different how this one spreads. I'm not going to just check it out. Pontypool, if you can track it down on streaming. And that brings us to my all-time favorite zombie movie. What is your all-time favorite zombie movie, Font Phantom? I should have figured. Anyway, mine would be Train to Busan. Man alive. I love me some J-horror. I love me some Korean horror, foreign horror. And when I went into this one with high hopes, and boy, was I not disappointed. I absolutely love everything about this movie. And the most important thing about it, it has a ton of heart. Again, I don't want to avoid spoilers, but when the end comes, it is truly, truly heart-wrenching. And you will be surprised how much you get absorbed if you let yourself get invested in it, which I highly recommend it. I also have Peninsula, which is the follow-up sequel to this. I have not watched it yet, but I just don't see how it could touch it. I've heard mixed reviews on Peninsula. It's kind of middle of the road. Yeah, some good, some bad. I don't know. But as long as this one remains, untouched, this one was as close to a masterpiece of a zombie movie as you can get. So, Font Phantom, let's do some unwrapping, shall we? Here we go. We have, and again, I've pre-cut the packages to avoid time constraints and all that. The King Murder, another one I got solely based on the Alpha Video to add to my growing Alpha Video collection. This looks like a noir. It's got seductress, blackmail, good stuff. And that even looks like, I know it's not, but it looks like Mae West, but it can't be. So I don't recognize any of these names. Conway Tyrrell, Natalie Moorhead. Okay. It's Alpha Video, so I'll take their word for it. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Yes, The Crawling Eye. This one was featured, and I want to say in a very, very early Mystery Science Theater. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So I've loved the episode. That's one of the MST episodes I've only watched maybe once, so I can barely remember it. I just remember it being, as always, hilarious. But I had to add this to my collection. Look at that monster. It's literally an eyeball with tentacles. I mean, you can't go wrong. Next up is Stuck. Great. Help! Don't just sit there. Anyway, Bog. B-O-G, Bog. This one's from the 70s. And boy, can you tell by the hairstyles. A group of locals learn to be careful when it comes to dynamite fishing in the swamp. It can stir up monsters. Nice. Can't wait. I hope it's super cheesy. I really hope it's a rubber suit. That would just make my day. And last but not least, we're going to end on this gem right here. Sons of Kong. Over 10 full-length movies on DVD. This is like a box set. I got it for ridiculously cheap. Probably because most of the movies, if not all the movies, are public domain and up for grabs. This bad boy, look at this. It has a pop-up where you can stand it up. Oh my gosh, I would love to put that on display. But due to the success and iconicism of King Kong, in the 40s, 50s, and even on to the, I think maybe the 60s, gorillas were just everywhere. There were so many gorilla horror movies. This one has the ape, the gorilla, the ape man, Bride of the Gorilla, White Pongo, Nabonga, and Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. Nice. Have you ever met a Brooklyn gorilla? Okay. And the tagline right on the box says, "Return to an age when bad monkeys ruled the movies." That pretty much sums it up. I love me a good cheesy ape movie. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay. So that's going to do it. Any closing thoughts? Okay. So if you would comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, blah, 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 fine print, etc., etc. Also, I want to try to start something new. Why don't we ask Font Phantom a question in the comments, and she can answer it on the next video. The next video, I will give her answers, her replies. How does that grab you? Excellent. Good. Thought you'd like that, being the center of attention. Anyway, thanks to Kelly Patrick for recommending the Spree, which I ordered. Have not watched it yet. And thanks to John Muncie for also liking or taking up my recommendation to watch The Djinn on that video, which was a couple of videos ago. So he said he enjoyed it, but he did not enjoy Possessor. Too much gore. What a wimp. You're humiliated. Anyway. Okay, thanks, guys. And I will see you next time with some more content. And just keeping with the theme this week, avoid graveyards during the zombie apocalypse. Good thing we don't live next to one or anything, huh? Bye.